Gear up for those big holiday sales. Do not open the door to identity thieves hoping to cash in on your Christmas spirit. A new survey reveals some weak spots you'll want to beef up before Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
Yeah, Experian's ProtectMyID program funded the poll. It reveals nearly 90% of adults claim they secure their digital information, but more than half don't bother checking to see if a website is secure before they shop. And more than 3 in 5 with online shopping accounts use the same password for several sites.
It's very hard to remember all those different passwords. Ken Chaplin is a security expert with Experian.com. Always good to have you here. You always shed some enlightenment for us. Now, you can break down these numbers and tell us what's the biggest thing that sticks out to you and what we're doing wrong.
Well, the shocking thing from the survey is that, like smoking, people know there's a problem, but they continue to do it. So half of the people, as Whit said, surveyed aren't taking the steps necessary, and we have some very simple things that can protect you when shopping this holiday season. And the first is not clicking on links. So when you're out shopping, you'll see a link. You might want to go think that's taking you to the retailer site, but in fact, you could be redirected to a site of an identity theft.
It's so hard to do that, though, because nowadays they're targeting you and the things that you've searched. So maybe you looked for a pair of shoes, like this video right here, and then suddenly that pair of shoes pops up for cheaper just out of nowhere. I mean, how do you navigate those ads? It's so easy to say, oh, that's what I want. Click it here, buy it. Game over.
Yeah, it is. What we recommend is going to that retailer site, typing the address in, typing the name, going to their site directly, because that link that you clicked could take you to a thief. And when you get to that site and you do decide to make a purchase, very important that you're on a secure page when sharing your credit card information.
How do we make sure that that's the case? How do we make sure?
It's very easy. It's looking for the HTTPS letters in the address line or the lock symbol. This ensures the information that you're sharing is encrypted, making it very difficult for a thief to intercept it and use it for their own gain.
I never thought about that. So, I mean, I knew all about the lock, obviously. I always look for the lock, but the HTTPS means that it's a secure location?
The S indicates security. And again, on that survey, only half the people we surveyed actually take that easy step.
Okay. Folks, you heard it here for the first time.
For the first time.
Yes. Let's talk about passwords for a second, because so many people I mean, nowadays we have passwords for everything. It's easy to get in the routine of having the same passwords. Why is that such a problem?
Yeah, it is very important that you have unique usernames and passwords for every site where you have an online account. Because if the site, the company that you have that account with is breached, that information then can be obtained and used on popular sites across the web where you have accounts, making it simple for someone simply to use that information again and steal your identity.
All right, I never give out my Social Security number. I just don't anymore.
Smart.
But the thing is that there are certain places saying, well, we can't help you unless we have your Social Security number. I mean, I'm talking doctor's offices and some of these other places. What do you do to get around these things?
Yeah, I'd ask to say, I'm not comfortable giving this information out. I'd like to provide another type of identity for you.
What about like employers? You want a job. You don't want to be like that person.
Yeah, and with employers, it's perhaps a different situation versus a doctor's office. And if you're going to have a job with that company, it probably makes a little bit of sense to have some trust. But again, asking that they're going to secure that information and use it very carefully is very important.
Another thing that we see a lot, especially during the holidays, you go into a department store and they say, hey, do you want to sign up for our credit card? It'll give you 20% off of this purchase right now. And you go, okay, fine, you fill out the forms. You say that's a problem. Why is that?
Yeah, I recommend not filling out credit card applications at the counter. And that's a problem because someone behind you in line or the person you hand the application to could actually use that information and steal your identity. If you want to do that, take it to a private space, take it home, fill it out there, because no discount is worth having your identity stolen.
All right, if you can put an exclamation mark on what you want people to take home right now, what is that?
I think take the extra time, the extra seconds to protect yourself. Remember some of these really simple methods that I shared with you today, and I think you'll have a great holiday shopping season.
Perfect. Ken Chaplin, thanks so much. We appreciate it.